trying to understand you.
Folks at the chair, who are the two people who needed an interpreter?
One of them, the last name is Wilson, Majuka, and we're figuring out this second one. Hang on.
Did you already read them the, Okay.
I don't mind. I know 3 different languages, so if you guys want.
Okay, this second one doesn't need an interpreter.
Okay. Great. Carlos, do you want to go over, we have Mr. Wilson Mujica come forward?
El señor Mujica que se acerca al podio. Your Honor, would you like me to read the...
Yes.
Señor Mujica, le voy a leer las instrucciones que la jueza le va a dar a todos como grupo y luego los va a juramentar. Buenos días a todos. Ella se llama la jueza Ruppe. Ustedes todos están aquí esta mañana para la primera comparecencia. El propósito de esta audiencia es informarle de los cargos en su contra y determinar si hay indicios suficientes para su detención. Indicios racionales significan sencillamente que lo más probable es que usted es el que cometió el delito por el cual ha sido detenido. Hoy, ante mí, a usted se le considera no culpable de los delitos de los que se le acusa y usted permanecerá con ese estatus a través de cada etapa del proceso hasta que usted lo cambie, si usted contesta culpable o no me opongo a los cargos, o lo cambie la fiscalía, si prueban el caso en su contra más allá y a la exclusión de toda duda razonable. Lo más probable sea que lo detuvieron por una orden de arresto o por un nuevo cargo. De cualquier manera, se le ha fijado fianza de acuerdo al plan de fianzas del Quinto Circuito Judicial. En esta mañana determinaré si le dejo igual la fianza que está, si la aumento, si la disminuyo o si hay otras condiciones de libertad provisional que se le impondrán. También esta mañana determinaré si usted va a contratar a un abogado privado, si va a representarse a usted mismo o si reúne los requisitos para que se nombre la Defensoría Pública a su caso. Tiene derecho a una llamada telefónica para comunicarle a su familia, amigos o colegas dónde está. Si no ha tenido la oportunidad de hacer eso todavía, dígamelo y yo me aseguro de que eso suceda hoy. Finalmente, y aún más importante, tiene derecho a guardar silencio y le aconsejo que lo haga. Por favor, no hable de los hechos de su caso hoy. Ese no es el propósito de esta audiencia. Estas audiencias se graban y hay un fiscal auxiliar en esta sala escribiendo todo lo que usted diga. Así que cualquier cosa que usted diga acerca de los hechos de su caso puede y será usado en el procesamiento de su caso en el futuro. ¿Su fecha de nacimiento, señor?
7/17/1965.
Your Honor, I believe he said 7/27 of 1965. Puede que sea 7/17.
7/17.
Yes, 7/17. Usted está aquí por un incumplimiento de probatoria del Condado de León.
Leon County has no bond on that violation of probation warrant.
El Condado de León no le tiene fianza por este incumplimiento de probatoria.
And we're going to hold him no bond on that until Leon County comes to get him.
Y lo vamos a mantener aquí detenido sin fianza hasta que el Condado de León venga a recogerlo.
They should be here to get him within 5 days.
Y ellos deben estar aquí para recogerlo a no más tardar de 5 días.
If they're not here within 5 days, the jail will bring him back in front of me and we'll figure out what the whole thing is.
Si no lo han recogido de aquí a 5 días, la cárcel lo traerá frente a mí otra vez y vamos entonces a averiguar qué es lo que está pasando.
Okay.
Sí.
¿Está bien? Yes.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Thank you, Uncle.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right, for everyone else there, good morning. My name is Ruppe. You're all here this morning for first appearance. The purpose of this hearing is to determine whether there is probable cause for your arrest. Probable cause only means that it's more likely than not to have committed the crime or what you've been arrested for. As you appear before me today, you are considered not guilty of what you've been charged with, and that status will remain with you through each stage of these proceedings up until changed by you if you plead to your case or the state attorney's office if they prove the case against you beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt. In all likelihood, you were arrested on a warrant or new charge. Either way, you were given a bond pursuant to the bond schedule for the 5th Judicial Circuit. I will determine whether to keep that bond the same, increase it, decrease it, or whether there are any other conditions of pretrial release which will be imposed upon you. I will also determine this morning whether you want me to appoint an attorney to represent you. You are entitled to have an attorney represent you at each stage of these proceedings, and if you cannot afford one, I will appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you this morning. You are entitled to make a phone call to let friends, family, or your counsel know where you are. If you haven't had the opportunity to get that phone call yet, please let me know. I'll make sure that happens this morning. Finally, and most importantly, you have the right to remain silent, and I encourage you to do so. These hearings are recorded, and there is an assistant state attorney in this courtroom writing down everything that you say. So anything you say about the facts of the case can and will be held against you in the prosecution of your case down the road. At this time, I'd like everyone to raise your right hand so I can place you under oath. Solemnly swear from testimony before the court will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Put your hands down. As I call your name, please come forward to the podium. Diana Sanchez. Ms. Sanchez, can I have your date of birth?
7577.
Okay, you were here this morning for an aggravated battery, which is domestic, so there's no bond on that right now. I did find probable cause for your arrest. Did you want me to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Do you want me to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
I do want public defense.
Yes? Public Defender?
Yes.
Appoint the Public Defender's Office, state issue for prior record?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. I've got to set a bond on this case of $2,500. When you do bond that, you can have no contact with Joel Farley, okay? Do not call, do not write, do not email, do not have any contact with him whatsoever. Do not call him from the jail. Do not have anyone else contact with you. If you see him out somewhere, you should turn around and go the other way. If he calls you, you should hang up the phone. Of course, if he's living in the same residence of you, you cannot be there because you're in no contact with him whatsoever. I'm going to hold you until 4 o'clock today in case Mr. Farley has to file an injunction against you. If he does file that injunction against you, you want to read it very carefully because it will be very specific as to how many feet you need to stay away from him, his home, his vehicle, or anywhere else where he may frequent. We're going to see you back to court on April 23rd at 8:30 in the morning.
Yes, ma'am.
Taylor Vano? Ms. Vano, can I have your date of birth?
10/21/99.
Thank you. You're here today for a domestic battery. There's no bond on that right now. There is probable cause for your arrest. Did you want to represent yourself? Do you want to hire somebody, or do you want the Public Defender's Office?
Public defender.
Okay, I'll find the Public Defender's Office to represent you. State issue prior record.
No, Your Honor.
I'm going to set your bond at $500. I want you to have no contact with Alyssa Vano. No contact with her whatsoever. Do not call, do not write, do not email, do not have anyone else call, write, or email. If you have any contact with her whatsoever, you could be committing another crime and arrested again and held without bond. So do not email, or if you see her out somewhere, do not, you need to turn around and go the other way, and if she calls you, you should hang up the phone. Do you understand all of that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to hold, is that a yes?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to hold you until 4 o'clock today in case Alyssa wants to file an injunction against you. It's like a restraining order. If she does file that against you, I want to read it very carefully. It'll be very specific as to how many feet you need to stay away from her, her home, her vehicle, or anywhere else where she may frequent. We're going to see you back to court on this case on April 18th, okay?
Thank you.
Zachary Bowles. Can I have your date of birth?
6/93, ma'am.
You were here yesterday, but this is completely separate. You're here for a whole bunch of violations of probation. 5 of them. There's no bond on those violations of probation. We're going to keep it no bond, and we're going to see you back to court on April 23rd at 8:30 in the morning. Did you want me to appoint the public defender's office?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that the same date you got yesterday?
I'm not sure, ma'am. I don't know.
You're telling me it's the same date. So we'll see you back April 23rd. Someone from the public defender's office will be out to see you shortly.
Yes, ma'am.
Cody McLaughlin. And your date of birth?
03/10/99.
Okay. How old are you, 19?
Yes, ma'am.
Just turned 19? You are here today for a violation of probation on 2 different cases. There's no bond on those violations of probation. I'm going to keep it no bond. It's based on a warrant signed by Judge Toner, so I did find probable cause for your arrest. Do you want me to appoint the public defender in each of your cases?
Yes, ma'am.
Appoint the public defender's office, and we'll see you back to court on these cases on April 23rd, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Gary Heath.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. Give me a second.
Your Honor, he does. He had driving while license suspended adjudication 2014, possession of paraphernalia 2014, and then more possession of cannabis charges in the early 2000s.
Do you have a valid driver's license right now, Mr. Heath?
Yes, ma'am.
You do? Okay. So you can we put him on probation? Do you want to resolve your case today? If you want to resolve your case today, you can go on probation. And we'll get out of jail today.
What are you talking about?
Okay. You are here today.
I know the case. I just talking about what type of probation.
Okay, you'd have to report to probation at least once a month. You'd have fines and court costs in the amount of $518 that you would need to pay, and then you'd have to do a drug awareness class.
Have a what? What class?
A drug awareness class.
Okay. Okay.
Can you hear me?
I'll take it.
Do you need
Yes, ma'am.
your thingy? Okay.
Your Honor, there's also a $92.10 cost of investigation in this case.
Okay.
To the
How much
sheriff.
was it again?
$92.10 sheriff's office.
Okay. Mr. Heath, what's your date of birth?
4/10/56.
All right. Do you understand by taking a plea on this case today that you're giving up your right to go to trial?
Yes.
Giving up your right to confront witnesses against you, call witnesses on your own behalf, and you're giving up your right to have the state prove the case against you. You want to give up those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. With regard to this possession of marijuana charge, how do you plead? You can plead no contest.
No contest.
On such your plea of no contest, I find it's freely and voluntarily entered. I'm going to go ahead and give you a withhold of adjudication and place you on 6 months probation. As a condition of probation, you can have fines and court costs the amount of $533, and you owe $92.10 to the Hernando County Sheriff's Office. You have to pay that while you're on probation, and you need to take a drug awareness class, okay? If you complete everything early, you can automatically early terminate from probation.
Okay.
Okay? You're going to go to probation. Are you guys there tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay. You guys work a real job. All right, you need to report to probation by tomorrow at noon, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Cody Johnson. Can I have your date of birth?
6/20/1994.
Okay, you are here today for a burglary of a dwelling and a grand theft. The bonds are currently $15,000 and $2,000. We also have burglary of a commercial building, bonds $100,000, burglary of conveyance $4,000, grand theft $4,000, and criminal mischief, a bond of $4,000. There is probable cause for your arrest of each of these. Did you want to represent yourself? Do you want to hire somebody, or do you want the public defender's office?
Hire someone.
Okay, who are you going to hire?
I'm not sure yet, to be honest.
Okay. Did you have any?
Your Honor, I don't believe he does.
Are you in custody for other cases right now as well?
No, ma'am.
This is it? Okay. you have a prior record?
There's none showing.
I have an address to you on Minuteman Street in Homosassa. Is that where you live?
Yes,
How
ma'am.
long have you lived there?
I've been there for about 4 or 5 months.
Okay. How long have
It's
you
my
lived in
parents'
Fernando
place.
County?
My whole life, pretty much.
Okay. Do you have a job?
Sort of, yes. Well, it's not on the books, though. You get paid cash. It's at an auto body shop, so I mean.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, for the burglary of a dwelling, I'll set the bond at $5,000. For the grand theft, I'll set the bond at $1,000. All these cases are coming back for April 23rd at 8:30 in the morning, okay? For the burglary of a commercial building, I'll set the bond at $10,000. Burglary of conveyance, we're going to keep it at $4,000. Grand theft, we're going to keep it at $4,000. And the criminal mischief, we'll keep it at $4,000. Okay, by April 23rd, when you hire your attorney, make sure they know when your court date is, okay?
All right.
All right. Derek, report.
Hello.
Can I have your date of birth?
08/11/93.
All right, you are here today for a failure to appear on 3 counts in front of Judge Merritt for burglary, structure, grand theft, and criminal mischief.
Yes, ma'am.
And Judge Merritt, once you held no bond on those, he says that this is not the first time that you failed to appear on this case. So we're going to hold you no bond on those 3 counts, and we're going to see you back in front of Judge Merritt on April 17th at 9 a.m. Do you have a public defender already on your case?
I have an attorney.
Okay, who is it?
Mr.
Okay, I can't step back from the microphone. Who's your attorney?
Mr. Victor Mead.
All right, make sure your attorney knows that you have a court date on April 17th, okay?
Miss.
Yes?
And there's no way I can get it.
Your attorney can file a motion in front of the judge to try to get a bond, okay?
Yeah, I know. They said they had already filed a motion for me,
Okay.
since Monday.
Then that will be up to Judge Merritt. Gregory Pelotti?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, sir. Can I have your date of birth?
11/24/66.
Okay, you're here today for a failure to appear in front of me on January 17th for a trespass case.
Yes, ma'am.
Can we resolve it with the time sense?
Ma'am?
Your Honor, the state was looking for 30 days. He does have a record.
Okay, what's his record like?
Well, just this year he had a adjudication for petty theft, resisting without violence, trespass. 2017 adjudication for trespass. 2016 adjudication for grand theft. And in Georgia, he has criminal history as well. 2006 adjudication for battery. 2003 adjudication for fleeing. Driving license suspended, hit and run, and DUI. And then there's more charges
And
before
Judge,
that.
he does have an additional 2 days of express.
Alright. Okay, sir, the state is looking for 30 days jail. If you want to resolve your case today, do you want to resolve your case today?
Can I explain the circumstances?
No, we're not here to talk about the facts of your case today. All I want to know is if you want to resolve it. If you don't want to resolve it, we'll see you back to court on another day.
Well, yeah, I want to resolve it.
Okay, do you want to take the 30 days?
Would I have to do straight 30 days?
Yes. Well, you have credit for about 4 days, I think. So you have credit for 4 days in, so you'd have 26 left.
Yeah, just go ahead and resolve it. I'm good.
Okay, you understand by resolving your case today, you're giving up your right to go to trial?
Right.
Giving up your right to confront witnesses against you, call witnesses on your own behalf, and giving up your right to have the state prove the case against you. You want to give up all of those rights in order to take care of your case today?
Take care today.
Okay, with regard to this charge for trespass, how do you plead? You can plead no contest.
Excuse me?
You can plead no contest. How do you plead? You can plead no
No
contest?
contest.
I'll
No
no
contest.
contest. I find it's freely and voluntarily entered. Adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 30 days jail, give you credit for the 4 days that you have in. You'll have fines and court costs in the amount of $503 that you owe to the Hernando County Clerk of Court, and you're also going to have the cost of incarceration assessed against you for only the 28 days. All right, that should clear it up, okay?
So 28. You said 28 days. I have 4 days already in.
I'm giving you credit for the 4 days that you have in. I'm only charging you the cost of incarceration for the 28 days because that's the time that you're in Hernando. You were in another county for those other 2.
So I owe you 26 days, right?
Yes, 26.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
David Perez.
Good morning, ma'am.
Can I have your date of birth?
June 8th, 1990.
All right. You are here today for an arson charge. I did find probable cause for your arrest. Do you want to represent yourself, hire somebody, or do you want the public defender's office?
I would like to try to resolve it today,
Okay.
but I don't know if I should represent myself or get a public defender. I don't know what. I've never defended myself, and I've always had a public defender.
Okay. Well, why don't I appoint a public defender just for the time being? Probation's there.
Can I
violation?
Can I try?
It will be.
Can I try to resolve it? What would be
No, we're not going
the?
to be able to resolve it this morning. So I'll appoint the public defender's office. It looks like there's going to be a violation of probation warrant coming out for you. I'm letting you know that because if you do bond out on this case, you might be wasting your money because in a couple of days we're going to have a violation of probation warrant with no bond on it, and they're going to have to rearrest you. But let me figure out what the bond on this case is going to be. State?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, he has a guilty conviction for criminal mischief and domestic violence battery from 2016, guilty conviction for criminal mischief, another one in 2016, and then a withhold for
Is that for me?
intoxication in 2011.
Is that for me?
Mr. Perez, I have an address for you on Marler Road in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
Since 2013.
Okay. Do you have a job?
I did until I don't know, I got on probation. And
What
then
kind of
I
work did you do?
I worked at Micromatics Beverage Dispensing Company off of Anderson Snow, off of Corporate Boulevard.
Okay.
I was receiving manager's department.
You're giving me way too much information than I need. Okay?
Sorry.
Keep it short. We don't have all day. All right. I'm going to set your bond at $5,000 on this case, okay? I'll see you back in court on April 23rd at 8:30 in the morning. So I'll let you know
Yes,
if
ma'am.
you do bond out, you are going to be rearrested in a couple days on a no bond warrant for the violation.
Do I tell the probation officer about this, or do
They
I tell
already
Rain?
know. They're right here
She's right.
with me. They already know.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye-bye. Landy Viard.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, sir. Can I have your date of birth?
7/27/72.
Okay, you were here today for some failure to appear in front of Judge Merritt for possession, controlled substance, possession of marijuana, possession of paraphernalia. He has set the bonds at $5,000, $2,500, and $2,500. There is probable cause for your arrest. Did you have the public defender's office representing you?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Do you want me to make sure they're still representing you on your case?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Go ahead.
Is there any way? Well, no, I guess not. I was gonna say the bond charges went up to 5 or 25 and 5 and 5.
Okay, I'm not
$5
sure.
grand.
The bond amounts are $5,000, $2,500, and $2,500. It's $10,000 altogether. I'm going to keep those bond amounts for right now. You have the public defender on your case. If they feel like there's a reason to reduce the bond, they'll file a motion in front of Judge Merritt and have him review it, okay?
Okay.
Okay, we're going to see you back to court on these cases on April 17th at 9 a.m. Zachary Zarafis?
Morning.
Good morning. Can I have your date of birth?
06/18/95.
Okay, you were here today for possession of marijuana with intent to sell. I did find probable cause for your arrest. Do you want me to appoint the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, please.
I'll appoint the public defender's office, State.
Your Honor, I see an arrest for battery in February this year in Orange County, but I don't have a disposition. He was also adjudicated for battery in Georgia in 2013. That's all.
Okay. I have the address here on Stanger Ave in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am. 1182.
All right, how long have you lived there?
Since about November.
How long have you lived in Hernando County?
About 3 years.
Do you have a job?
I did. Probably not anymore.
What kind of work did you do?
I worked at Right Guys Tree Service.
Okay. right, I'm going to set your bond at $2,000, and we're going to see you back to court on April 23rd at 8:30. Okay?
All right, it's fine.
All right. Did I get everyone at the jail?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Have a good day.